Hello everybody, welcome back. I've got my project pan update today. So this is my non-makeup project pan, so any other related beauty item that isn't makeup. Now this has been a 10 item rolling project pan, but recently I have started to really run out of products to replace used up items in this project pan. The only items that I've really got now that I want to include are hair care items, but I do have 2 hair care items in this project pan and I don't really want to add more. I don't want to overload my hair with a load of products. So last month I had 9 items in my project pan and this month I'm down to 8. I have used up 2 items this month, one of which I've replaced, one I haven't. So let's talk through the progress in these items and the 2 new items that are in my project pan. Okay, we're starting on a low note. I recently added into my project pan the Tanologist Self-Tan Mousse Medium, but is anybody shocked to learn that I've not used this even once? I'm not. So I haven't used this since including it in my project pan. It was my aim to use it once a week, and I do actually have a reminder for Sundays to do a fake tan to, you know, get me tanned for the week, but I haven't done it. And it's just because I find fake tanning just such a faff. So I just keep dismissing those reminders, but I need to start using this because it's really full. I've got a load of product in here. Even if I just fake tan my legs, you know, at least it's something. So maybe at the next update I would have used it a couple of times, but I'm just not the type of person to use fake tan. I just cannot be bothered. I much prefer like a tanning body lotion instead. So off to a really poor start with this one, but maybe in the next update couple times, fingers crossed. Next item is an empty, and I spoke about this in my September empties if you saw that video, and I finished it up on the 25th and it took me 5 uses to finish it off, and it's the Medicate Press and Glow Exfoliating PHA Tonic. And I am skin cycling, so I use this on my exfoliating days. I use about, I suppose, 5 pumps worth of this because it's got a press down lid. Put your cotton pad down, press down, and then apply it to your face. I didn't have much of this when I put it into my project pan. I think I was up to there, but because I'd had recent allergic reactions, this was just an item that I hadn't used in a while. So I thought, let's get it used up, let's include it in a project pan. And I do really like it. I think it is a really nice gentle exfoliating toner. It is one that I would definitely repurchase, and you can buy the refill for this. So I am going to keep hold of this and purchase the refill at some point. I would definitely use this one again. And I feel like it did make my skin quite kind of even. It gave it a nice sort of glow. So very happy with this product. And I have replaced it with another exfoliating product. Now I originally bought this because I was after a niacinamide product because I felt like I wasn't really seeing results with vitamin C, so let's try niacinamide. However, when it turned up and when I read a bit more about it, this actually contains, I think, salicylic acid. So this is more of like an exfoliating product, but it just contains niacinamide as an additional product. Very weird, very confusing. It's the Roche Effaclar Serum. So now on my exfoliating nights, I'm going to be using this product. You have a squeezy pipette, and then I squeeze about maybe like a 5p piece worth, massage it into my face, and then follow with a hydrating toner. Not toner, sorry, a hydrating serum, and then my moisturiser. I've only used it once so far this month, so I've not used it regularly enough yet to have a strong enough opinion of it. So hopefully by next month I'll have more of an opinion on it. This is very full. It is just below the top of that white label there, so I reckon this will be with me until the end of the year at the very earliest. Next is my OPI Cuticle Oil. I have hardly any of this left, and I was hoping to have been done with it last month. Hoping to be done with it this month now. There's such little product left in here now that I can't use the brush for it, so I'd take the lid off, put my ring finger over the top, and then turn it upside down, and then that's what I use to massage into my cuticles. And I used it 18 times last month. I was hoping to have used it every day or most days, but 18 uses isn't too bad. And I've realised that I start off the month really well, and then about halfway through the month I tend to kind of like veer off a little bit. So I'm hoping to stay more on track this month and hoping to be done with this one by the end of the month. After I've used it up, I will be replacing it with another cuticle oil because I really love the results of a cuticle oil. Just makes my nails so much healthier, stronger, thicker, grow a lot quicker, and it's better for the skin around my nails as well. So really enjoy this product. Okay, next product is an empty, and I haven't replaced this one. This is the OPI Nail Envy, and I think I included this in my project pan halfway through August. And I wanted to get this used up because the texture of this has changed. I mentioned in my empties video that the problem I find with OPI Nail Envy is that you get about halfway down the product and then it gets really thick, really gloopy. It's really difficult to use because you just end up with a thick layer of nail varnish that doesn't really dry on your fingers. So it's not a very nice product to then use. However, I love Nail Envy for growing my nails. It really, really works for me. So it is a product that I do like. And I think I have a couple of coloured versions, like baby pink versions as well. But I don't find that they get gloopy. I find it's only the clear versions that get gloopy. So I don't really know what's going on there. There is the tiniest bit of product in here though, but I can't get any more out. So I'm calling it quits with this now. And it took me 6 uses last month to finish off. Next is a hair care product. It's the TIGI Smoothing Lusterizer. I use about a pea-sized amount of this in the lengths and the ends after I've washed my hair or I've gotten my hair wet. And I used this 9 times last month, so more than the month prior to that, and that's just because the temperatures have dropped now. I'm starting to blow dry my hair, whereas throughout the summer I wasn't, so there wasn't really a need for me to wear this. So now that I'm using this a lot more frequently now, I'm hoping to get through it that bit quicker as well. Hoping by the end of the year, but I don't know how much is left in here. It's a very light tube, a light bottle now, but there could be enough to last me into next year. I really don't know, but at least my usage of this is picking up. Skinny Tan Coconut Water Face Serum Tanning Drops are next. I use these 11 times. I have reminders on my phone to use these every other day, and I feel like that gives me a nice even tan, but nothing too tanned. However, what I do notice with these is that I get a little bit of like build up of tan, like around my temples, around my hairline, on my forehead. So there have been a couple of days where the reminder has gone off to use it and I've ignored it. So that's why my usage isn't exactly every other day. There have been a few days where I've skipped it. So that's a little bit annoying. I don't feel like I experienced that with Tan Luxe. So it's either this product or it's my application. But saying that, when I apply it, I am trying to, I suppose, push it in my moisturiser, like into my hairline, so there's not that obvious, you know, orange line around my face. The tan with this is okay. It's quite a flat tan. Tan Luxe gives you more of a glow, so I would use that one ahead of this one. This is one that I wouldn't repurchase after I've finished it up. I've got about half the bottle left, so end of the year with this one, I think. Next is another hair care item, and this is the Dove Root Lift Spray. I used this 8 times last month, and like with the other hair care item, I wasn't using this one much at all over the summer. But like I say, now that the weather's dropped, I don't want to be sat around with wet hair because it takes my hair at least 3 hours to completely dry. I'm using this to help blow dry my hair. Spray about 10 pumps into the roots of my hair, give it a little rub, and then blow dry my hair upside down. It's meant to give a lift. I find that it doesn't, so it's not one that I'm going to repurchase. And oh, I can see through the bottle now. I have about a third of this left, so again another one I'm hoping to be done with by the end of the year. Penultimate item is a body lotion, and this is the Dove Dermaspa Summer Revived Medium to Dark Tanning Body Lotion. And again, like with a lot of my project pan items, I've set up reminders on my phone. So this one I've put a reminder to use it every other day, because then hopefully my body can get a nice even tan. At the start of the month I did really well with that, but by the end of the month I wasn't using this item. And sometimes I'm a little bit lazy with body lotion. If I've had a bath, I don't tend to put on body lotion afterwards because I just want to get straight into my pyjamas. But when I've had a shower, I'll put body lotion on. So that's very weird. And then on days where I don't have a bath or have a shower, I'm not going to put on body lotion in between getting dressed. It just won't happen. So that is a day where I won't apply body lotion. So I only used this 4 times last month, which is really poor. So I am hoping, and it is my aim, to use this more frequently this month to get back into that regular routine of every other day. Because it is actually a really nice product. It gives you a nice even tan, and it fades nicely as well. It doesn't fade really patchily. I always used to use the Garnier one in the orange, like hourglass kind of shaped bottle. Much prefer this one, so I need to actually use this one and start enjoying it again. And then last item is another body lotion. This is the Garnier Intensive 7 Days Hydrating Lotion. So this is the body lotion that I will alternate with the tanning one. So my usage of this one is that little bit higher, and that's just because as this one isn't a tanning one, I don't have to think about, you know, washing my hands afterwards. If I notice my body's a little bit dry, I'll whack on a little bit of this and not the tanning one. And that's what I did last night actually. I was watching Gossip Girl and I noticed that my legs were quite dry. So I put on a little bit of this and then I just rubbed the rest into my hands. Whereas with the tanning one, I'd have to be careful about, you know, what my legs were touching, if it transferred, and then I had to go and wash my hands. So this one is a lot more convenient, and I did use it 9 times last month. But my usage this month should really be a little bit more than that. If I can get both of them to about 13, 14, 15, then I really am on track with that every other day usage. So that was my update for my other project pan. So good that I finished off a couple of items, but now it's getting a little bit, I suppose, tricky that I can't add in more products into my project pan because they're hair care items that I now want to work on using up. But it is a good sign that I now don't really have any other types of products to put in my project pan. So happy with this update. Hoping for maybe a couple of empties next month, like the OPI Cuticle Oil. And that will actually be it, I think, because looking at my list here, I don't think any of the other ones are close to being used up yet. So maybe just the one empty next month. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon for my next one.